Hello, I hope you're all well. Welcome to another Spook Depth video. So I've just tried to do this video once before because we have a very strange creature running around. I saw it the other day. I was lying in bed and as usual, having to rest with my FND. I was very relaxed and then of course all these images start coming in and they're floating around in the ceiling, because if you're new here, physically see spirit, aliens, everything else. If you want to know more about the alien beings, check out Channel to the Stars. So I can see all these images floating around, all of these orb things, which are the alien aspect of it, all of that going on. And then it's almost like I just start seeing these strange creatures. And one of them, the only way I can describe it, looked like a monkey, but had a human, well, a sort of human face, like hair, very bushy eyebrows, big sort of weird eyes, and was in a crouched position, and I did not like it. And when I was trying to do this video, it reappeared and was jumping around everywhere. So that to me is elemental, something Fae. So we'll do a reading as normal and see what we can get from that. But oh my god, I see some strange things. Then I had they look like very small children running around, and I don't know what they are. Small beings. I just heard little fairy beings. Okay, bless them. But it's just what, you know, you get used to these things. I've seen all these different aliens, insectoids and mantises. I've heard the clicking sound of the mantises and things like that. Oh my goodness. But, you know, it's you get used to these things. And I'm trying to think, I've also had a very strange experience with this bauble. I'll tell you about that in a minute. I'm going to be using it to see what I can see behind me. That's going to be interesting. I had an experience with that just before I started trying to do the first video. So, what else? Yeah, lots. Very strange creatures. I have seen elves, what they look like elves, running around before. Don't tell my son, because he absolutely hates it. Has since a child, frightened. I know he's a grown man, but some things from when in your childhood, it's never like the idea of them. But you know, these are all different beings, earth beings. So that's going to be interesting. We're going to look at the fairy cards, see what we can get. But yeah, I before I go into this experience though, we do have some people walking around. Oh my goodness, this being here. If you look on the TV, yeah, there's a being, somebody here. Oh my goodness, you can really see. And there as well, towards the bookcase. It's if you check the TV, you'll be able to see things. If you check behind me, you may see into the other dimension, and I can right now. There are thousands of people standing there, and I can see them all around me. I can. Some other people will be able to as well. So let me know. I will be doing a video for members only later, where I'll be seeing what's around me again and doing it a slightly different way as well. But that'll be later on. So you'll need to be a member to see that. So check the memberships out. Okay, so I was asked to sit down before. We'll do a discussion first. Asked to sit down. I've been seeing a lot of nuns, and they speak in visual language. So I'm physically seeing this stuff, and there are a lot of nuns coming around. Then they showed me the Nun, the movie Nun. They speak visually. I have different teams come in, they speak different ways. And there's something about demonizing the divine feminine, either demonizing it or making it, has to be in perfection of being like a nun in chase. And it's almost like they're trying to talk about that. We may feel that way. Oh my goodness, somebody's trying to appear here. Feel like that as women. We either have to be perfect and chaste, or we're demonized. Now that's what they're trying to change. And what they showed me was some of the, again, if you're new here, I physically see these people, these men in black, they're angelics with the sunglasses. They show me that they're like Secret Service protection for me, and they stand, and I can see them at night. They come in close and they come around me, and they're standing in a big circle around me. And it was almost like they tried to come forward and the men pushed them back, but they came forward again and they kept pushing and pushing. And then I saw that horrible spirit guide from my spirit guide. I call him a spirit guide. My goodness me. Well, he is in a way. He's teaching me something. He is from the past lives, where he, let's be polite about it, unalived me about 4 times, and very nastily too. And it was almost like they came, well, a woman came, just a single woman came, put a collar around him, dragged him off and put him in a cage. I find it very satisfying, I have to say. But I think what it was doing was trying to cage the wilder, violent pursuits of the divine masculine, which is, remember, we have masculine and female in us, whoever you are, he, she, they, yeah, you just do. And those wilder impulses, that violence, and caging it. And that's what the divine feminine is doing. It's coming in to do that. So I believe that's what they were trying to show. That's correct, I'm being told. So we had a lot of that. A lot of people standing at the back. It's like at the back of the room, they come forward. These dimensions are blurring all the time. I don't know how it happens. There's a lot of electric blue light around me, which I've been learning in some instances to do with Arcturians. But I'll talk about that more on the other channel. What else did I say? Lots of orbs again. A lot about, I see an orb. It has a love heart in it. So it's I heard love bomb. Sent from the other side. I was feeling a bit stressed out about a few things, so I don't know if it was sent to me. We've got an orb appearing here. But anyway, I was sitting down, and these baubles are still on the, I can't remember if I've said it again, but my son needs to help me put these away. I'm waiting for the boxes to come out. So forgive me if I've already said that, because I said it in the last video. And they're lying on the table. I was looking at this one. Now I see a lot of orbs, and what they showed me, and what they were showing me today, was the orb, and the orb from when you're having the coronation in the UK, right? You have the scepter and you have the orb, and you have to hold them when you're being crowned. Okay, the Queen had to do that. King Charles had to do that, yeah. And it has a cross on the top, and it's gold, it's solid gold. Now they talk a lot about me having gold energy and doing things with this gold. It's I don't know, they're gifts. I just heard frankincense and myrrh. I don't know what that gift, I don't know. But I have a lot of gold energy, apparently. I've had silver energy, but now it's gold. I have silver, I have gold. But in my aura, I know I have the colours royal purple, a little bit of pink, a lot of blue for communication. And I've just been told a lot of colours are not discernible to the human eye. Oh, bizarre. Okay, so anyway, that's why they keep showing me. They still keep showing me this armchair. I keep saying, no, don't want to sit in it. It's for what I have to do after this life. Oh my goodness, we're getting a lot of big face. And I just wasn't speaking to them for 2 minutes. I listened to the music. I thought, I've had enough. You're not answering my questions about certain things. So I ignored them, let the music play. And I could see all these people, you know, they'd been standing around, a lot of Palladian, you know, long angelic Palladians with their long blonde hair. The other day, I saw, it's almost like I have a close formation team that come in. And I was watching something, believe it or not, about Jack the Ripper. History behind it, though, not about who it was, anything like that. It was Lucy Worsley's thing. And there were some letters that came in. I had a very strange dream after it. So I think I picked something up. These old letters. And energy can come in off the TV. Yeah, it really can. And there were some old letters about people who were pretending to be Jack the Ripper and saying some horrible things. And they showed you the main letter that they reckon was a hoax as well, but the other ones were really, you know. And I was sitting there, and all of a sudden, these two well, I call it Palladian angelics, I'm told, long blonde hair down here, robes with staff. One went to the front of me, one went behind me, and then some of the men in black, as I affectionately call them, came down the sides. And I thought, when they do that, I'm watching something on TV, that means there's energy coming at me. Sure enough, I had a very strange dream about asylums and things like that. Ooh, horrible. It wasn't very nice. So yes. But I was sitting, trying to see what's behind. Oh my God, what's that? There's somebody over there. But I will do that in a moment. We'll do that just before the reading. But basically, this was on the table and my eyes just caught it. And I could see all these people come forward from the back at the sides. They're talking to each other. And one of them's on the sofa. And at one point, one of them had a guitar. I think they were trying to soothe me. Bless. Oh, I'm going all tingly and cold. Something's around. And they, one was sitting next to me. The other one, you could see them all the time. And they keep looking up. They're watching for these orbs. Orbs that do not belong to our quarter, I'm hearing. From other dimensions. Alien interference. Okay, interesting. So I could see all of that going on. A lot of movement at the back of the room as well. So, very odd. But I get that sometimes. Sorry, upstairs. I get I want to talk about a few other things that happened. So I was standing this morning looking in the mirror, but I was standing up and I could see my whole body change. Faces, all these people, how they stand behind me. It's almost like they're in my aura, but they're standing like that behind me. That's how closely guarded I am. And then the guy I call Anubis, who is Anubis, he came along and I could see his face and that, but I could see him sort of standing over me. It's like I completely disappear. Then another man in black, and then these very strange faces going on around me, some of them alien, that kind of thing. Very, very strange people coming in from the side. And then there were more pictures. I took some video in the end, and you could see I completely disappeared. But I'm not going to show you them because my room was a mess. I will do some more later, but that's for members. So if you want to check that out. So I could see all these faces, people around me, and they're very keen to get in the mirror. They put their faces in the mirror so the video picks them up. So something's just went across there. So that was quite odd. I don't know if you can see the people. They're closer here. I don't know, some of you might be able to see. You may just see shadows on the wall or movement, but they're definitely there. What else happened to me? What was I going to say? Ah, right, I've just done it again. Let's have a look at this. Who is that? Okay, so there's somebody in the other corner. Can you move around, please? Right, if you watch the TV, can you move past the TV, please? Thank you. You may be able to see him. Thank you very much. What else? But you can try. I can get you to do this with a psychic medium mentorship coaching. I get you to look in reflective surfaces and see what is going on around you. There's a lot this year about getting from them about the invisible being made visible. As somebody over by the bookshelf. What's going on in the kitchen? You have some movement in the kitchen, please. Thank you. It's definitely somebody walking around. Really? Right, so this is one for you. So one of them, whoever they are from the spirit world, has just mooned me. And the same to you with knobs on. So that's going on. What was I going to tell you? There was something. We'll start having a little bit of a reading while I try and remember. There was so many things that happened to me. I've seen a lot of spacecraft. Again, I'll put that on Channel to the Stars. They showed me a lot about space. That was it. That was one of the weirdest things I had beforehand. I was in it. It's almost like I was traveling somewhere. Now, it's almost like they either take my consciousness or a part of me goes with them, or they're just projecting the images. I don't know, because I often see these little balls, these orbs floating around me, and I can see them projecting stuff in my eyes. So, so imagine you're in one of these and it's traveling, you know, like those gimbals you've seen traveling really fast. Okay, and I see them floating around here, very transparent, flying really fast, and oh my goodness me. And I end up as if I'm coming up a road where I used to live in North Shields in Newcastle. Well, it's outside Newcastle, it's up the coast, and but it's not right in the middle of North Shields. Anyway, so I'm coming up this road that the bus used to take, coming back from the town, which is Newcastle, and coming up this road, and all I could see was this farm. What used to get off at the bus stop there sometimes, or get on there to go to the town. We call it the town, and it was a place called Jackson's Farm, and I could see that. And then this movement, it was like, I'm not kidding you, like I was flying and I was going there. And then I went over into the estate where I grew up, and I went round the roads. I can tell you all the streets, round the roads, like this, and then up into the street, and I could see all the houses as if I was seeing them right now. And then I was in, and then there seemed to be some sort of time. Oh my God, I've just seen somebody standing on the top. They just flashed on and off, like full apparition. The stairs and the, anyway, so I come in, and there's my house, and then I go through the front door in, and there's my mother standing back in time. I've had this before, and she knew I was coming. And she's deceased. Sorry, I just feel emotion come up. And she was standing there. Now, I've had this experience before where I see myself walking around a lot. And I remember having this experience in my meditation where I walked and I could see, but it was more back in time. The caravan that we used to have parked in the drive, and then I went in, and it was my 21st birthday party that my mum and dad did for me at the house. And then I went, there used to be this hatch. It's not there now. It was like 1970s hatch. Everybody had one back in the day. My mum used to have a table, and then she used to put more food on the hatch, and you went in the kitchen. And so it was all there, and I looked through the hatch, and there's my mother, as she was on my 21st birthday. And all of a sudden, and she hadn't died at this point, okay, she just turned around and looked straight at me. And it was like she knew I was there. So we had connected consciousness somehow, which is kind of weird because we're estranged. But I see her all the time now, she's died. I don't understand. I did a video on that on my coaching channel, actually, if you're interested in when your estranged friends or parents or siblings turn up in spirit. Okay, so that was kind of odd for me to have that experience again, but I was traveling a lot. They keep showing me lots of shorelines and water spraying up from the sea. They showed me a diver as well, so that's an indication for me that I was doing a deep dive into myself, uncovering anger and frustration that I thought was buried and gone. I was triggered this morning. I know it was deliberate, and it came up, and I'm releasing it. So if you're watching this, there may be something about that for you. Maybe you may feel a bit triggered by something. Could be to do with parental and mother figures, because we're talking a lot about that in a minute. I thought, yeah, there's something going on here. Yeah, there's a huge face on the TV. I can see your teeth. But anyway, oh, we've got a face trying to manifest here. They'll impress themselves on things. Okay, there's definitely some energy in there, some funny things going on in there, in the sticks here. So, yes, very, very odd. So let's start off with a little read. Start off with, you know what I mean? Start off with some cards for a reading, and then I'll keep looking at this ball, and if I see anything interesting that they want to show me through it, I will tell you. Frankie. I have to say the name Frankie. Do you remember me, Frankie? Sister Sledge. Somebody's trying to, it's that person that was standing. Oh, there we are. Oh, being pushed back. But there's a Frankie. Frankie's all right. Frankie's doing fine. I don't know, that's a message for somebody. Right, we've got Sagittarius energy. That's the other thing they keep showing me. A lot of, they're standing in my room. I can physically see them. But the arrows have been falling flat. And I don't know. So, not on target for something. And somebody told me there's a lot of Pluto energy, or there's been a lot of Pluto energy in, no, I don't know, the astrology retrograde or something. Somebody will know more about it, but everything's been feeling stuck. It's almost like it's been hitting. I keep seeing glass ceilings. Oh, not even glass ceilings, glass walls, and things just not getting through. So there's something about Sagittarius, Sagittarius energy, fierce Sagittarius energy, aiming for something, determined to push through. There's a message that must be heard, and this lot are using Sagittarius energy. It's about hitting a target, about, I don't know, evolution. They've been showing me the plane a bit again, but lots of spacecraft. Anyway, we'll see what that means in a moment. That song won't go away, Frankie. Not that one. It's really weird. These people have moved in upstairs, okay? And I'm seeing a lot of my family again, and yeah, my grand. I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. Yeah, I know you're here. He tried to show himself this morning, but I'd had enough of all the energy. Somebody's moving across there. But you've knocked me off now. So he comes in, and he, let's just say his French was a bit rubbish. And we travelled all the way through France to Spain once when I was a very small child, about 7. And he is known in the family, I think I may have said this before, for seeing, he was in a car with my uncle, and there was my grandma and me and my brother in the back with my mum and dad, and we're travelling in a little convoy down through France to get to this villa in Spain. And we got lost a few times, especially on the ferry around Paris. And he kept saying, sign, Perpignan, instead of Perpignan. And so everybody took the mickey out of him for that. So when he comes in now, to show me. They'll often give a calling card just to show who they are. Got sirens coming in. So something, there's a 9, I'm getting the number 999, the emergency somewhere, for something, but we'll find out in a minute. They're firing everything at me at the minute, so I have to get it out. That's why it's a bit scattered. So he will come in and he'll say that. And that's something about wisdom coming in, having to use wisdom to aim at a target. There's a lot about human evolution, but in your life as well, having to use wisdom from the past, wisdom from elders, ancestors. Try. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's what he wants to come and say. He always said to me, Robert the Bruce, because members of his family on the Keene side, they reckoned that we were related to Robert the Bruce. Okay, and his thing was sitting in a cave, and I think he was defeated at the time when he saw this spider building a web, and it kept trying to get to the top and build a web, and it kept falling down, and it kept trying and falling down, trying. And apparently that's what the message is to convey as a human race, as a person on your own. Try and try again. That's what he used to tell me. And my main guide, who's a bit of a at times, quite frankly, will say to me, try harder. I say he's Muttley from the Wacky Race. It's going, that's me all the time. Just wait till I get home. He's gonna run. When I'm passing on, the last thing I'm gonna say is, stop running. Anyway, so I've apparently done it for him before, so I must have given him a hard time. But yeah, I'll tell you what these cards are in a second. So that is the message for that. Something about a family coming in. That, what was it? It'll come back to me. That message was obviously more important. So there's a lot about that. 6th house, sustainability, finding ways to sustain what you're doing, trying, but finding new ways, tweaking. That's what's going on the planet as well as a whole. But in your life, finding a way to sustain the momentum and not get pushed down by things too much. Comparing yourself to others. There's a lot of that going on at the minute. Jealousy, anger, frustration, envy. Even if you don't want it, it seems to be creeping in at the sides because it's sent to us. There you go. It's being sent to us. I mean, this is 44, number of stability. Trying to get that stability. There's a lot of manipulation goes on in this world to get people to do, to follow silent rules. And it's used by comparison, making you feel less than, okay? So they're trying to change that. Divine feminine energy is going to bring a bit more balance. And if you look at that, it looks like a woman with Sagittarius energy. Piercing the heart, a lot about the heart space, heart chakra space and healing of that. There's a lot of confusion going on at the moment. Now, they showed me a card in another deck called The Unknown, and it's of a woman. It's one of the Witch Seasons ones, and it's the Yule, I think, and there's this big black moon, if you like. So it may be something to do with black moon, or I don't know, but you could see it either moving away from her, so she sees of what has been hidden from her, what she's hidden from herself, and then it's coming over, or you could say it coming over to block something out that's been distracting you. So whatever way it works for you here. So yeah, interesting. Where do you want me to go now? We'll get some of these cards of mine. Seeing anything in the little Orby bowl? You see that silver and gold as well. Talking about energy. There may be something about what's in your aura. You may be healer, giving out healing energy. What's something over here? Oh my God. Aha! Aha! Can you see this person here? Looks like sticks, but there's some, you know, to some people you won't say it, and others you will. There's a big face here. I can say it, yeah. Definitely something appearing on there. I've seen a lot of steampunk imagery again. I don't know if that's because of the book I'm writing about the angels, about the hidden child. It's a direct channel from the universe. If you haven't heard it, please go to my, I'm sorry, I've got so many channels, but everybody wants their set thing on each channel, I've noticed. So that's why. And I have too many things to talk about that have happened to me. So if you check out Channeled Stories, where I'm going to be putting my, I'm an author, so I'm going to be putting my books on there. And you can check out other fantasy stuff that I write, that are channel messages that are on my Inkit. All the details in the description. And I think I've done it on the world predictions as well, just to start off, so you can check them out. Let's see what else we have. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. The noises reminded me. Okay, so this lot. Yeah, it is thin in here. But since they've the noise level, because they've put a wood floor in there, and the noise is at times unbearable. But I don't care anymore because I'm moving this year. So there's a lot of noise comes. There's an animal of some sort up there as well, which I have no problem with. I adore animals. It's the humans. But anyway, but there's a lot of noise, and one of them's heavy on their feet. Okay, now I'm heavy on my feet, but I happen to be in the basement flat, so you know. But it's really disconcerting because that movement there that you've probably heard sounds like my mother when she used to go across the floor upstairs. So I think that's what's disturbing me all the time. It's a constant reminder. I keep hearing the name Elizabeth as well. That's my mother's name. She keeps trying to come in, talk to me, trying to mend things, I think, in a certain way, or let bygones be bygones. I don't know. But all the time I'm getting this distraction. I'm going back into the past, back at home. And she used to walk over, and she was quite loud. And my father used to call it, there's a movie called Elephant Walk. So I used to call it Elephant Walks on again. So it's very disconcerting. So if you see me doing that, it's because all of a sudden I think I'm back at home, and I just think, oh my God, my mother's upstairs again. What you doing? There, that noise. And I feel overwhelmed. So I don't know what's going on. Some sort of message, trying to get through with a message of some sort. But being aware of what's going on around you, because there are messages coming at you all the time. From your ancestors, from angels, whatever. And it's about paying a little bit more attention to noises, to things. I was in the bathroom, the shower, okay, and somebody opened the door. And I'm like, oi, did they come in the bathroom? Oh, heck yeah, I tried to switch that off in my head. I have gods, these people standing around me in the shower. I try not to think about it. I've had alien beings in there and everything, and I try not to think about it. It's really kind of, my God. And so somebody opened the door, and there's somebody going around me in a wheelchair, and they move it with something at the front. I don't know who it is yet, but I know they came in and then they went out. So honestly, the things I have to put up with, and that's just during the day. Anyway, let's have another go. Yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah, got somebody standing behind the sticks. There's an older face here. Tell them it's Metatron. Okay. Metatron. Wisdom's coming in. There's something about you needing to look at the past. Wisdom. If you're interested, by the way, as well, because these geometric shapes he talks in as well. I've done a thing for my members on ooh, look at that. Morse code. about crop circles. The members on my World Predictions channel at Astrological and Ross, we did a reading, and the message I got about them was really surprising. So 4 days, some message is trying to come through, something coming through for you in 4 days. Okay, right, we've got a link to World War II, so this could be a communication. Beep, 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 beep. This is a message through time. I've been getting this coming from World War II. This is what I get. 1 hour till the landings, till D-Day landings. Something about reveal. Something being revealed in 1 hour. Morse code. Continuous for 4 days, coming from World War II. In 1 hour, something is going to be revealed. Something about reverse engineering here. Something happened in World War II where there was some instance of reverse engineering. I'm seeing President Eisenhower. Lee wants me to call him General Eisenhower at the moment. He's around me a lot. He's standing right bloody well next to me, right here. I can see him very clearly in my mind's eye, but I can feel his energy. And yeah, I've seen these people. I see the American uniform, the whole works. So there's something about reverse engineering. He was connected to the alien thing. Oh, somebody flashed up there. I'll go more into that, I think, on the other channel, because I know you like this booked out stuff better here. NASA. NASA has advanced because of reverse engineering. Whoa. Okay. Oh, but now I've got a false truth. It's a false truth. That's a false truth. He's bent down now. No, it's not a false truth. False truth, a Illuminati or a false truth? No. So what's this? Is this another message, or is this connected? Is it false that NASA have advanced? That's the truth. Next message. Okay, so we've got false truth perpetuated by the Illuminati. They do exist, apparently. Disaster. Trump. Oh God, here we go. Do we have to have a world one? False truth, Illuminati. It's a false truth that Trump is a member of the Illuminati. Who said that? Part of their disaster plans, I don't know. Israel. And Iran. Okay. Can you give me 2 more, please? Because something about Israel and Iran here. Angela. Now, I believe that's a weapon system or some form of computer. Wait, I tell you what Alice means on the other channel. Losing side. Some sort of weapon. It's involving Israel and Iran, or there's some communication coming that's being picked up from this system, and somebody's on the losing side. Right, can we just put this out to see how this works better, please? So it's a false truth that Trump is part of the Illuminati. I don't know who said that or who was going to say that. Angela predicts a disaster between Israel and Iran. They are both on the losing side. Now, Angela is some sort of AI, isn't it? Oh, mutual hybrid warfare. It's hybrid war. We've got World War III, swarm of aliens. Great. Now, I keep getting that word swarm. There are certain words I keep getting fired at me when I watch the TV. Swarm, pivot. This is a pivot point at the moment. So there's hybrid warfare going on between Israel and Iran. Not just Russia, China and everything, cutting cables and what have you, that I've talked about on the world predictions. But there's some disaster to come. A losing side. Both are losing, on the losing side. Because I don't get this. All right, okay. Neither's going to win here. This battle is just going to go on and on and on and on. Now, I do pick up that at some point Iran will retaliate. I don't know what it's doing at the moment, but it will retaliate. I really hope it doesn't. And so far, so good, but conflict. This is all a step towards conflict that they're trying to get us off, Spirit, from World War III. Okay? And swarm of aliens. Right, so there's a swarm of aliens on the planet trying to redirect us. Correct. Okay. Ghost. Trigger point. The ghost of World War II provides the details of how a trigger point will be reached. I don't know if you can see me starting to form here. Something. Oh my God, look. I can see his medals here. Oh my God, there's somebody there. Oh, look, oh my God. I hope you can see. See all these people starting to form. Yeah, I can see them. Yeah. Some on the sofa as well. Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't know if you can. You really want to warn about the trigger points. I don't know if this Trump's going to cause trouble with the Angela weapons system in Israel. Is that correct? Incorrect. It's not going to be inaugurated. Okay, so there's a trigger point going on now. I've been talking about it and they keep coming through to try and get us to pay attention and try and get off these timelines. Right, I've got to see some coordinates of this submarine that is going up and down the channel in the UK. This Russian submarine stalking. 20, 18, 42, 09. I don't even know if they're proper coordinates. So, but that's what I'm told to say. There is a trigger point coming very soon. And it's all leading up to the ghost of World War II is haunting us and bringing in the Illuminati, or providing the trigger point. But that's trying to stop this. There's a lot of that. I've talked more about that on the world predictions thing. I'm not going to go into that. You can check out the videos on there if you want to know more about why that's. Doesn't surprise me because we've talked about that before. I'd like to get a little bit more about us with the Fae stuff. Which ones do you want me to use? This. Okay, what the Fae have to say here. Because we've had some strange creatures. So what would they like to say? So yeah, but he's standing right next to me. I see Kennedy as well. See a lot of Kennedy. Well, are these all? Yeah. Doesn't feel like I've got them all here. Oh well. So we have. I can't even read what that says. The waters of the waters, something of the waters, turbulent seas, water, emotions causing. I have to watch these cards, actually, they're a bit naughty. Turbulent waters, something in the water, seeing in the water, seeing clearly, fluidly. The fluidity between the dimensions being broken, being in disrepair, allowing all sorts of incursions to come through in the boundaries into this one. Oh, okay, so they're trying to heal that. Thank you. Are they up to... I keep hearing that from bag posts, we will fix the mice on the mouse organ. We will fix it. We will fix it. And it's like they're sewing it back together. There's a lot of tears in the fabric of reality and the fabric of this dimension. Now, if this is upside down, I want to read them straight. Nurse of the Alchemist. Nurse the Alchemist. Sorry, not of. I don't know where I got of from. Again, we'll have to watch. This Divine Feminine's leading the way. Definitely something about Divine Feminine coming in. The energy will repair and strengthen the boundaries. Something like that. And then we've got Shave the Retriever. This again is orb, look. So what the other thing I saw was a black orb going around, like the black gimbal around me. There's a lot of repairing going on, a lot of healing. Some of these orbs come in to heal the energy around a situation because they cause tears in the fabric of, I don't know, the more the energy, the more disasters that happen, the more pain that happens, the more it breaks down things in the energy of the boundaries of the dimension. They have to keep repairing it and healing it. So they bring in like healing orbs. They repair. There's a lot of repair work goes on this planet through the Fae who are watching the planet. We are in symbiosis with the planet. What happens to the planet happens to us. If we degrade, the planet degrades. If the planet degrades, we degrade. So we're killing ourselves off here as well. It's almost like royal Fae Queen brings in healing and energy. It's more delicate than you think. There's a lot of repair work going on at the moment. Something, a pearl of wisdom from the Fae world. They wish to be heard. I'm going to be, oh my goodness, how many times are you going to tell me I have to separate everything off, but I'm be doing healing for that from the Fae on the Pure Angelic Messages Tarot channel. We do healing on there. So there's something about that. And one more. Sylvanus. The mask must be taken off. There's light being brought in. Everything that is invisible will be made visible. True faces or true being. There's sweeping change coming in. They're trying to bring in this evolution for us. Sweeping change. I think the Fae are going to be seen more. They're wishing to bring forward messages more. More healing. Warriors of the garden, I'm hearing. Garden of Eden, Garden of Earth. There's going to be more healing. I think some of you maybe have Fae guides, or you're going to be working with the Fae, because there's definitely something about them stepping forward to work with people to heal. They're being called up. There's some of you may already know this, or you're seeing this card and you are feeling that now. Don't be afraid. They ask you not to be afraid of them. They will put their mischievousness aside. They wish to work and bring in the warriors, eco warriors. Some of you are eco warriors. There's going to be a lot of that happening. Right, we'll get 2 more cards and then I'm going to end this. Okay. Yeah, 5 of Wands, lot of conflict. Now, there's something about the climate change and how it's done. It's almost like the Fae are going to come forward and offer wisdom to those who wish to work with the planet and communicate with the planet, obtain its wisdom so it can best convey how it needs to be healed. And when we do that, we can start healing ourselves. It's like our bodies have been degrading because of it. I don't know what this all means, but this is the message. Okay, well, I get the message, but there's a lot more going on here than we thought. But there's been a lot of conflict on how to do it, but there's wisdom coming forward on what really needs to be done and what action really fell out. There's some royal influence here in the Fae world, bringing guidance, bringing energy, and it's full speed ahead. So some of us are bringing some energy in to help this start moving at a faster pace. This energy, a lot of you light workers out there, be pouring in energy into the planet as well as towards humans. Okay, and it's this kind of colour. Okay, the golden haired one. Okay, yeah, this is our legacy, this healing as light workers. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. I hope that has been of interest to you. Still got some. Please take care of yourselves, I have to say. It's about healing within, and it heals the oversoul with out as well, I'm being told. So yeah, take care of yourselves, and please check out the other channels if you want to know more about the alien stuff. Please check out channel to the two stars. That's right, the channel is actually called channel to the stars, but for some reason my handle is channel 2 stars. Okay, and check out my story, which is a direct channel from the divine. I've been channeling through my work as an author for years, and I've just got a new story. So, and then the universe wishes to speak, so please check that out. Maybe at the end of this video as well, I'll put it on the end screen. And yeah, check out the world predictions. Okay, and there's other channels as well. I've mentioned them, all the details are in the description. And if you want to see more about spirit world and what I'm picking up, my noisy, sorry, it's just so frustrating. Noisy neighbours don't appear on the on the video when I do it. Check it out. Yeah, that'll be on the membership. So as I say, nowhere else. All right, take care of yourselves, and thank you to my members who've supported me through last year. And yeah, and please subscribe, share, and like. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.